All right. So with this project, we're going to actually do something a little bit different. Should hopefully be a little bit easier than the previous Illustrator projects. And we are going to color in a photo of your choice using live paint. So this is another way that you could add color to um, something that you've done in Illustrator. You may find that it is quite a bit easier than maybe using the pen tool, but in it being easier, it does come with its own set of flaws. But let's go ahead and get started. So first, you will kind of open up the photo that you would like to use. Um, and once you have that photo, uh, zoom out. This little black line that we see right there, you may find it's just your artboard. So you may need to make that bigger or the size of your image. So if you can go right up here to document setup. Um, if you don't see document setup right here, you can do Option Command P as your shortcut, and then you can see edit artboards, and then you can just kind of make it the size that you need for your photo. Once you are finished with that, you can just change tools. So you can go to something like that. Click on this image with your selection tool. And then right over here, just like before, we see that image trace, but this time instead of image trace, we're going to click on the down arrow and we are going to go 6 colors. And we're going to hit OK. If this pops up, we hit OK, just saying that it might take a little while. And then you're going to wait for this to load. And you should end up, each photo is going to be different, but you should end up with something like this. So now it is vectorized. So this is what we had before. We had pixels, and then now we have vector, which means that there are more options as far as scaling and size that you can do. But we will not be able to live paint yet until we hit this expand button. So just like point manipulation, the program needs to recognize the information within this box. So when we hit command or expand, um, now if we hold command, we can see all those anchor points in there. But we're not going to have to worry about point manipulation or anything like that. We're just going to go right up here. We're going to hit Command A to make sure we have everything selected. And we're going to go to Object, and we're going to go Live Paint and Make. Sometimes there's a little delay like with a loading bar, but once that is finished, you're going to hit Shift Command A. That's your shortcut to deselect. And then if you hit K on the keyboard, you will now have a live paint bucket. And you will notice that what you have right here is being highlighted with this red is showing you exactly what will be colored in when you choose a color. So for me, I personally like to paint from swatches. So if you have your swatches open, you may notice that you don't really have any swatches. So if you click right here with this the 3-bar menu, we're going to click on that. We're going to go down here to the bottom, open the swatch library, and then you have a bunch of things here. So I would assume you're going to go to default swatches, and we are going to go print, and you should get something like this that you can use. Uh, so what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to use you're going to want to use this color wheel right here. And if you can notice this triangle, you can rotate this triangle, but pretty much every point that the triangle hits, that would be your triad. So you're going to use some sort of triad. So whether it's primary colors, or if you rotate it, so this one right here would, and then this one would be here, and then that one would be here, whatever colors you want, you're going to use those to paint in and color in your image. So we will be using the 6 color uh, vectorization, and then you're going to expand it, and then you are going to choose your triad, and then you're going to color it in. So if we go with the primary colors, so you have what, red, white, red, blue, and yellow. Uh, so right here we could choose a blue, and then now, because we see this red outline, we know exactly what will be colored in when I click. And then if we wanted to choose another one, so if we have a red, um, and then we can start to kind of determine where you want to put those colors. And you're just kind of checking your red outline, and you're just kind of using that to your advantage to see what needs to be uh, painted. And you're just going to kind of continue on with that process until you have it all painted, and then you are good to go. Then you can turn that in and save it and do all that. And then that is it. Thank you.